entered the Lake Eyre Basin.
The Diamantina catchment area.
Yes, and we came over a little rise, and this is the view.
Pretty impressive, hey?
It's so different, and I hope the camera does capture it, because yeah, it's just incredible. In the distance you can see lots of mountains. We saw one lot, we're like, oh, it looks like Ayers Rock. Maybe we can see Ayers Rock in the distance. I know we couldn't, but just saying, that's what it looked like. So we're driving along and it says point of interest 1 kilometre ahead. So this is the point. And it says, this point will direct you to the view through the hill, Mount Henderson. And I may be able to zoom in. There's a hole in Mount Henderson. So we've just taken a detour. It said to Dion's Lookout, and it was only 1 kilometre up. And we've come up here. It's the stations of Diamantina Shire. It actually shows all the stations. Early pastoralist stations in 1887. There were 36 separate owners of stations in the Diamantina Shire, compared with just 15 in 1943. Drought at the end of the 1890s caused rapid decline in population and in living conditions, and lack of communications were exacerbated. Just look at all this. Wow. So this shows you the area. It's twice the size of Tasmania. Remote Western Queensland, 1,600 kilometres from Brisbane, 2,300 from Sydney, same from Darwin, and 2,500 from Melbourne. Wow. And ready? Let's see the view. Cars got a little bit more dirty. Now this shows the history mail services, and this is what we saw down in South Australia in the Motor Museum. I'll put a link to that video as well so you can see that. What do you think?
I'm just amazed at how well people have put stuff together here. Like the roads, the condition of the roads are really good. There are dirt roads, so you do need a reasonable vehicle, but to come up to a point like this, and you've got facilities up here which are all really clean and tidy. A huge amount of history. Tables and chairs. It's a sensational lookout. Like you can quite easily spend the afternoon here and watch the sun go down. And
little fire. I feel like it's something out of the States, like Route 66, and you come up to the top. Oh my goodness. So some people come into our lives, leave footprints on our hearts, and we never ever the same. This monument was erected by the residents of Diamantina Shire in memory of Dion Brooke, aged 20 years of Birdsville, who was tragically killed in a helicopter accident 18 nautical miles southwest of this point on the 25th of the 4th, 1996. Peace to all travellers who share this view. We've driven from down there. That was the lookout up there that we drove up to. Just down from Dion's Lookout, there's a sign, and it's Betoota, and there's a Betoota Pub, and all it said was pub open, ice cold beer and ice. And firewood. And this is the road going in, and eventually we can now see that there is a pub at the end, because we were like, is someone just joking with us? And there's really nothing. So we're going to see what the Betoota Pub is all about. No one lives here, just a pub. Population 0.
Population 0. Never seen that before.
Okay, this will be interesting. An old shell Betoota Race Club. Gee, that's pretty good looking gear. Oh good, it's a little Jeep out the front. Outback, Queensland. Shower and toilet. Look at that. Get stuffed Outback tours. How cool is the welcome sign? How cool is that? And there's an outdoor bullet bar, babe. How cool is that? We don't call 000. Live welcome corner. They've even got merchandise. Even in the Outback.
Even Betoota.
And you had your Bernie famous pie.
And Bernie's famous pie up there.
Missy's laying down here.
Missy had a bit of pie as well.
Crack out. We've even got Trump 2020. Keep America great flag. And pictures on the wall. On the pub. We've even got a little spit roaster donated by Western Butchery. Oh, got your head. Sonja. A little washing out here. So they want to build some accommodation out here as well. Oh look, they've got their own veggie patch out the back. They've got watermelons. So, sculptures of the Dreamtime, Betoota. The artwork first originated from the idea of having public art created to connect the three towns in the Shire. And the givers, sand hills and dust storms were a great way to do the connections. This piece of art is of the Dreamtime serpent travelling on mythical country. It is making pathways connecting to the river systems in the Channel Country of the Diamantina Shire. The serpent was created from different types of gravel found around the shore. Do you know what givers are, babe? Oh, rocks. Oh. Big givers, big rocks. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So they have these emergency landing zones that you're not allowed to stop in. So they're for planes that need to do an emergency landing. So we're driving on that. What if a plane came down at that time? That'd be really interesting.
Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way.
So we think we hit our Birdsville because this is the racetrack.
It's pretty big.
Population 115 plus or minus 7,000. That'll be when they have the races. Where the population is 4. Fixer-upper. That must be the fuel. Caravan park. Oh, green, yeah, green footpaths. What we got here? This one then. Look at how green. Oh, there's the bakery. Oh, this is a heap bigger than I thought. We've come out to Big Red and we think this open spot out here is where the Big Red Bash is. And Mark's checking the tyre pressure and taking some of the air out.
I'll be a while.
How much air do you have to take out?
On these tyres I'll take them out to about 25 psi.
Wow, a fair bit. And then this is where we're going to go up and hopefully see a nice sunset. spectacular. What do you think?
I think it's well worth the drive up. The track coming up is not that challenging. It's a little rough at the start because it's just cut up. You need to stay to the main tracks itself. But coming from the Birdsville side, it's quite easy going. The challenge will be coming from this side here though. So that's the Simpson Desert, that's out in this area here. So coming up these tracks here, and there's a lot of dirt bikes and that sort of stuff that come up in these areas. Get a bit of a challenge.
And you might have seen that last vehicle that came through that had a red flag on. You want to go over the Simpson side, you have to have the red flag. Oh, there we go. These ones. So are you ready? You don't reckon it was down there? The way that, according to the map, it says that that's where the big red bash was. Big open area.
Okay. I'm only looking at
So there was a whole heap, about 10 guys on bikes, and there's one left, and these guys have got a camera and everything, obviously filming. And he's going to be coming up now. Oh no, he's going up the other one.
You did that too easy, didn't you?
Yeah. Please, we don't have all of them up here like it was before. So you may be able to see the wind has now come up and it's just blowing across so much. The poor drone said high velocity winds, please land ASAP. She wasn't coping and this has just taken off. And it's just like this dust storm come over, and you may be able to see this is the dust now on the car.
And the good part? The Ranger's still up on Big Red and the Discovery went home.
Yes, everybody else has gone home.
Now that might say something, but
I mean, it is really epic. You can see behind us as well. So we've kind of like parked up in a little corner to try and keep out of the dust. And the flies are surreal. There has to be at least another like 20 or 30 in the car with us. It's just blowing a gale. You need a headband just to keep your hair out of your face. It's like crazy, but well worth coming up. All the videos that we have seen have said, you know, come up for sunset, bring a drink. It looks like up here, sun's gonna set over here. Can you see the flies just inside here? You might be able to.
oh yeah.
Like they're all there. Oh my God, look at them all up there. They're everywhere. I don't like flies if I haven't already mentioned it, and the heat. But at least with the breeze, it's not too bad. We can't let Missy out because they said to us, look, it is the start of the national park, but they said you can have her in the car. She's just like, I've had enough.
Oh, she's a happy camper.
Is she happy?
Yeah, she's a happy camper. There you go. Say hello, Missy.
Oh, she's like, no,
oh, she's moving a poodle.
She's hiding under a pig. Alrighty, stay tuned for sunset. See these little suckers? They're not going to get the best of us. I tell you. Don't mess with us. Combat Commando, mate.
In the car.
Might look like lunatics, but mate, they are not going to get us. Dun, 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 dun. Ha! Look at them all. They're flying past the lens. They're on the camera. I have to put the camera inside this as well. We were both just saying how much this reminds us of when we were in Dubai, just the wind blowing. The only difference was we don't have a whinging lady in the front who was going, don't go so fast, don't go so fast. If you haven't seen our Dubai video, although we didn't video her doing that, but we videoed the four-wheel drive experience. So I said to Mark, look, just in this area, how about you just do a little bit of a drive, there's no one around, and we'll pretend we're going back to Dubai and he gets to drive in the sand. Let's do it. Go on. Yeah! Laying in the sand here. Yeah. Get the sand on me. Oh, fuck. feel good?
I like that.
It is literally like talcum powder. Like talcum powder. Oh, there's a flight. Too windy. Maze balls.
And it's currently 6:10 in the afternoon, so we've got about another 45 minutes before we start going.
I think we're going to go to the pub.
Pub sounds good.
But look at how blue the sky is. Blue, blue, blue. And it's so nice to walk around barefoot and just feel like talcum powder. It's now 6:15, but we've decided, yeah, we're going to go to the pub. It looks amazing. I've got some photos which still look really, really good. But there is just way too many flies. We need to rock. So let's kick this. Ready? A lot of is cows. Cows. Moo. That made it move. So we made it back to the pub. Here's the pub by night. Look, let's go up the edge here. Go for a bit of a walk. Come on, we'll go across to the tree. Oh, look at the night sky. Well, coming back into town, it's still really hot, but it's a lot nicer. And the flies, should I speak soon? But they seem to have gone. So there's the pub. We'll get that in the morning as well so you can check it out. And this is the airport. There's some planes over here. Let's go have a look, Missy. I did speak too soon. I had a fly come around in my head. Some little light aircraft. I think they're little Cessnas. Looks like a little memorial here. Hang on, we'll go around behind. Hang on. So what's this one? Simpson Desert. Oh, memorials. How gorgeous is that? Okay, if I wasn't so hungry, I would have shown you what this looked like to start with. But it's really nice sitting outside and really hospitable because they're new owners of the pub as well. It's probably been about 12 months, hasn't it, that they've owned it. So I've had the pork. It's yummy as these veggies on this side are amazing. Mark had the barramundi.
Birdsville barra. It is sensational.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, really, really friendly inside. Someone's happy. She's on her camp bed down here. She's getting some of the pork. Canadian Club. Always a happy day when there's Canadian Club. But really worthwhile coming. I mean, look, not the cheapest meal, but beautiful and really good service. Heaps of tourists in here. This is where everyone comes. And there's so much room out in the back as well. If I can come past again in the morning, we'll show you what it was like out the back as well in the daylight. Being a tourist. Not that you can see it very well. That's so cool. Looking for Mum on the photos. Well, good morning from Birdsville. Doing a little bit of a clean up. We're the only ones around here. We're in the caravan park, however, we went to the furthest end with no power and that we are on the billabong. All set up here. We came in late after the pub, so we literally just put up our swags only. Mark's trying to clean out some of the dust from yesterday.
Big Red's going to live with the Ford forever.
Yes, Mark had a shower last night, however I have to wash my hair. This is the I haven't washed my hair in 4 days look. So it's like, okay, just put a sarong on and then you can head up to the showers, and then we're going to head off and we're going to go check out the bakery.
Camel pies. Camel
pies, apparently we've been recommended. It is so peaceful now. However, when we woke up, I kid you not, galahs they were just so noisy. And now they stop once we're up. What a sound. Missy's back on her bed again. But yeah, these stretchers are the best thing. I don't know why we didn't use these at Christmas. These are awesome. Freaking awesome. So shower done, feeling so much cleaner. Really nice showers, which was good. Hot water. We put a load of washing on and one of Missy's towels. Mark's having a shave out here.
Morning routine.
This is the laundry room. I've already put, and this, you might have remembered from our video in South Australia, the Hills hoist. They have a Hills hoist. So I put my towel on for a little bit because I think it'll dry pretty quick. But so as a kid, used to hang on to this bit and you'd swing around. We probably don't want to do that in the caravan park. We might get thrown out. But yeah, so you can see on the Hills hoist, and you can wind them up. And this is, so at the moment it's kind of locked into here, even though it is still moving. Yay! And we've got a good laundry in here, all the facilities. So we've made it to the bakery. We don't know what to expect.
Camel pie.
Camel pie for breakfast. Let's have a look at this sign. Hard Road Cafe. Open from 7. Well, they've got a full breakfast menu. Ooh. How cool is the bird at the front? That's very cool. Oh, here we go. Thank you, baby. Oh, wow. Oh, this is very cool. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm going to have a breakfast thing. I'm going to do a breakfast. Oh, we have a choice to do so many more things. Here you go, you got spinach ricotta, chicken, curried camel. There you go. Or you want to take one for the road. This is our outside area. It was really lovely. And then we've got a school. Green grass, they must water that. How cute. What went well for you today? We were able to eat breakfast and not eat a fly. That's what went well for us today. And then we're heading to Betoota. Why do you reckon Missy ate a fly, or did you eat a fly? So this was a previous hotel, it says on the sign. And then we got coming up all of the guys who were on the bike tour yesterday when we went up to Big Red, and I just love it. There's just swag after swag.
Go Kings.
Go Kings, all Kings. Outback Motorcycle Adventures. Stop. So cheerio, Birdsville. It's been great. Been a lot of flies.
It's been a lot of flies.
I couldn't even film breakfast because there was just way too many. So we are now heading out of town. We are heading to Booyah. There's your Birdsville State School. No camping. You can only camp here in any designated actual areas. Now we're heading straight across. What did you say this power station?
Oh, so
Diamantina Solar Power Project.
So what they're actually doing is they're taking the artesian bore water, which is coming out of the thermal springs there, and that's super hot water, and they're reheating that through these pipelines that are coming through here, going up into the water tanks, and they're superheating it to create steam, which turns the steam turbine, which in turn powers Birdsville. So there's a whole screed or information on how all that's done, but around behind where all these water tanks are is where the actual steam turbines are. So they're using natural resources, clean energy. The artesian water comes up through the ground anyway, and they're turning it into steam and creating power.
There you go. So road trip 6 and 6:21.